What's going on, guys? Vilify here. Today we're going to be looking at a bit of some Cell Max content. I know that you've been seeing this in your sub box everywhere. The meta at the moment is just kind of spam Cell Max content, so we're going to be playing into that a little bit here today. And I wanted to go ahead and look at one of the 7-year LRs versus the Cell Max event. Now, you can go ahead and take a shot every time I say Cell Max event from here on out, and let me know how you do. But, you know, I wanted to take a look and see how LR Kaioken Goku performed in here, as I'd kind of seen some people talking about how fun he is, how good he is, and stuff like that. And I think the Cell Max event really has not done him any favors in terms of like how good he's going to look in here, just because defensively, it's just the numbers that he has are acceptable just about everywhere else, except this specific event, right? I don't know the exact calcs on it, but like, you know, he's looking in the range of like, you know, probably the high 300s, low 400s after super attack. So if you guys just know that right off the bat, and with no defensive abilities here, with items and whatnot, you should just know that that just unfortunately is not going to cut it in this type of content. He's like, obviously offensively he's going to perform very well, but he gets the additional benefits from having a Vegeta on the other side of things, and obviously Cell is not Vegeta. And it's just, you know, no intro animation. I mean, his utility is still good with the orb changing and the just the sheer amount of ki he has, but you guys are just going to see offensively and defensively. It's just unfortunately just with the like the HP that Cell has in that last phase, it just isn't going to be enough to cut it, unfortunately. But you know, you guys can still get an interesting look and see how he looks at 55% level 10 links. I don't know what equipment I have on him on the top of my head. This is pre-recorded stuff, so I'm not doing this live. These are just two pre-recorded ones I have in my camera roll here. But I just think it's interesting, and this is kind of like, I guess we could just go ahead and talk about like my overall thoughts at the event. I don't know how much I've kind of went into it, but 6.99 million, that might as well be 7 million, guys. Like, I mean, come on. it's good offense, but it's just, in this day and age, it's just not enough with the defense on the other side for him to be able to tank Cell Max or anything like that. Obviously, he could benefit from an additional super, but I just think running him on a team that can even get like survive a little bit in the Cell Max phase is going to be really tricky. Well, the last phase, excuse me. No matter how you split it, it's just going to be tricky to get him on like a situation where he's going to look really, really good, right? Like, there's only so much I can do. Like, what am I going to do? Run version Z Goku in here? Like, he's not going to do any better. Like, you could just run Hercule and God Goku. Like, I'm running him on the Bond of Parent and Child team, where he's going to have like access to the most like able partners with Trunks and Vegeta, and you know, the LR gods, and God Goku and Namek Goku and Hercule. It's like, this is like him on the best team for this event right now on both versions, or on the JP side. So like, consensus between both versions, the Trunks and Vegeta team is the best for the Cell Max event, and unfortunately, just in this environment, I don't know if I can get enough out of him or like make him look really good. Just with the I'd have to sacrifice too much of the team's like overall like ability to complete the event. So, you know, we'll still go ahead and see how he looks overall. I'm not really checking defense. I'd like the Cell Max event, like, it's just defense doesn't really matter in the second phase or the first or second phase, so you don't even really need to bother checking it. And with that, it kind of brings this conundrum of like, just stay alive, try and stack up a bit, but this guy Kaioken Goku is not a stacker, so he's doing too much offensively. He changes orbs too much. It's just really hard to go slow and stack theoretically with this Kaioken Goku, just the way he is offensively. And you can see right there, even with type advantage, he's still taking 16k on the AoEs. So 7.57 million, obviously a much more impressive number. He would look much, much better if there was a Vegeta on the other side of things, but you know. Cell, not a Saiyan, not Vegeta, but hey, 6.4 million damage right there. Double digits after his super attack on the AoE, which is obviously very good, but he is type advantage, and it's not that hard to take double digits from this AoE. So, Namek Goku, who can, you know, raise his attack, he can raise his defense, he can stack up real quick. Just like, it just shows you just the kind of the difference, right? Just how like different these two are. Like, you know, 5.5 million right there. He can get like 7 million if he's in slot 2. Just get those stacks in and in and in. Like, you can just see the obvious difference between the two, right? So, this was the first run I did of like trying to do this. I figured I'd do two or three runs, but after 2 runs, I think I'd seen enough. Just to tell you that Kaioken Goku isn't going to really be an absolute monster in here, right? So, let me know what you guys think. Am I using Kaioken Goku wrong? Is it a skill issue? Like, what do you guys think? I think I could have maybe brought a couple more units to help him out, but again, my whole philosophy was I don't want to sacrifice the defensive foundation of the team in order to make Kaioken Goku look good, right? It's too much, because we just won't be able to hang in there and take the damage that we're, you know, tank the way we need to tank in that third phase. Like, we might just get caught in a situation where the whole freaking rotation is just, like, not going to be able to survive even a hit from Cell Max, let alone a super. So, it should be pretty obvious that a super from Cell Max Goku is not going to tank, but maybe what I'll do is I'll put the second run in post, and I'll just speed it up real quick, and or maybe I'll just show the last part of it and show you how he looks when we get to phase 3 again, and I'll let you see how he handles the super from Cell Max, right? So, we're hanging in there. I think we're doing an okay job at this point. But obviously, like you guys know, it's just not going to be enough, right? I'll let you go ahead and see for yourselves. We have the God Duo right here. They're obviously going to do a nullification and take a lot of that damage. Take some of the damage away that they could potentially take, but Kaioken Goku is lining up. He is ready to cook. The only way we would have been able to make it out of here is if God Goku had dodged that, just so we would have had more than enough HP, but that's 77% damage reduction right there with his best linking partner, essentially, and he's still taking 330k, guys. So it's like, what do you really want me to do, realistically? Like, Kaioken Goku is, like, just not going to even be able to, like, if God Goku's taking 330k from that super, what are you expecting from Kaioken Goku, right? Like, I'm no magician, but I think that's honestly the way to go about it. Like, it's just nothing you can do. So, we'll go ahead and let this turn play out, and then I'll show you the run from the last turn where he takes the super, and you guys can kind of see how he looks versus both attacks from Cell Max. You know, we do end up having a pretty successful turn here with the blue duo with the triple super, but with the nullification, it really does not matter. And Kaioken Goku is coming up to the plate. We'll see how much damage he does. I guess that's kind of a good bar, right? Like, if you get him lucky in a spot where there's no turns. 6.5k, not on 24 key, so he probably would have been looking around 7 million on 24 key. Not terrible. But let's see, and then it's 2.2 mil, and then 235k. He would have taken 3 of those, so that is roughly 705,000 HP, which we did not have on that team. So that was the first run. Let's go ahead and show you the last one from the second attempt that I did, where he takes the super attack. Okay, so we made it to our second run, and here you can see we have him in slot 3 up against 1 attack. And so during this run, I'm thinking, oh boy, because you'll see what happens, right? So Cell Max right here decides I'm supering right here. This is actually the first time I've run into this little situation that I'd heard could happen but hadn't seen it before. And this is the first time I'd actually seen it for myself. So I was pretty tilted at this point, just because I had made it so far and I looked like we finally had a little bit of the RNG that we needed to get out of here and actually win. And then the unfortunate break happens, and there you go. So 8.5 million right there from our boy Namek Goku. Looks really good. Just, you know, with Kaioken Goku in that third slot, what are you supposed to do? You know, well, right here, actually, we had an out. We would have been able to, he would have only taken like 250k, right? So 717 million right there. And things are looking okay. Like, he might take 250k, but we'll still be alive next turn. And Cell Max says, nope, you dead, boy. So here you guys go. 1.8 million. Let me know if that's good. What do you want me to do, right? So that's all I got for you today. That was Kaioken Goku versus Cell Max. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have tried him in here and how he went. Tell me I suck because I can't get him to kill Cell Max in one hit. And that's all I got for you today. Have a great day, everybody. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. I'm out.